kind of stuff, or do you agree with them?
With coming here or going there? Or once they get their graduate degree here and they go back?
Or when they try to collaborate with them? Is it tough to get into the system and establish partnerships?
Back in Turkey?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. If you are going to be part of their system, you're going to work there, it's like, okay, so you come here and you start getting used to this system here. And once you get used to this system, you learn English, which is a science language, which is very good. So the first difficulty starts right there. You need to learn back your Turkish and present everything in Turkish. And that's easy, all right? So but after that, it becomes, the major difficulty is your second cultural shock, or an academic shock, because you are trying to reorient back to your own country in your work. So that's very difficult. When you do your PhD here, you become used to the system where you are autonomous. Okay? So you write your grant, okay, and you have all the support, bureaucratic support, everything. I mean, you say to the grant people, please do my budget. And in Turkey, what does it mean to have a budget? It's all, you're all paid for. So if you go for a grant in any grant-giving agency, it's already a very difficult issue. So getting graduate students is difficult. But so it's a system that you have to kind of live by. But certainly there are complaints, there are issues, bureaucratic issues. However, it's also true that Turkey has enormous resources that are put for just research. TÜBİTAK has just fundamental research budgets. Not only that, the European Union has a lot of budget put aside for countries like Turkey. So I don't think they should be using, or if any of you are going back to Turkey for faculty positions, you should be I don't think you should be using for, use these things as excuses, but rather kind of just deal with it. It's tough to say, it's easy to say, tough to do, but I think that's what it is. And try to find partnership in the United States.
Thanks. You just reminded me about TÜBİTAK. Really, it's an organization I don't think any other similar organization in the world can really reach up to what TÜBİTAK has been doing. Recently, as you may know, they increased TÜBİTAK's budget to $1 billion a year. There are some rumors or gossips, there are other reasons for that. It may be true or not, let's not get into politics. But I really would like to remind one more thing, or add to your most valuable information you presented. One of the most difficult issues in intellectual property protection is patent application. It's extremely expensive. We, as university rate, using the university rate in this country, spend between $8,000 to $15,000 per patent for US application. And then, of course, there's an international picture. We have to protect in Europe, Japan, China, India, or whatever. That goes up to $300,000. This is almost impossible to handle for any university, any faculty member. That's why you need also law to assign the property, intellectual property to a university. In Turkey, TÜBİTAK pays for the patent costs.
Yeah.
And NSF doesn't pay in this country, right?
No.
Turkey
doesn't pay yourself.
Absolutely. In Turkey, if you apply for a patent, if you're successful, you can get your money reimbursed by TÜBİTAK. It's a fascinating opportunity.
Yes.
I think was the question you asked, what is TÜBİTAK doing? This is exactly what TÜBİTAK does.
Do they claim any of the patent?
You mean TÜBİTAK? No, they don't impose any claim on the patent. They just support for the good of country.
Well, I think it's limited to only $5,000 US.
I really don't know the detail. Maybe you're right, but I was told that...
Still good,
Sure, absolutely. I mean, it starts from somewhere.
Could I send them
From here?
Yeah.
Well, I think you have to be a member of university, probably. I don't know.
You can help me with that.
I can, but I will only give you the rules in this country. In order for us to protect your intellectual property, you need to be a member of SUNY in some place. And in Turkey, I'm sure if TÜBİTAK has to pay, you need to be a member of one of the universities in Turkey.
Sounds too good to be true. Yes, there must be something.
I want to add something to this. In this country, NIH, for example, has special programs for universities that are smaller. For example, I think SUNY Albany qualifies for certain grant mechanisms. It's called R15, I think, because we are not Harvard bringing billions of dollars each year for grants. The same analogy is in Turkey. So both grant mechanism and other things, at more practical level, I think for researchers, if you want to cope with researchers in Turkey and take advantage of these things, I think you should go with smaller universities. Because big universities like Hacettepe, Middle East Technical Universities, right, they have great researchers, but they are also in demand. So, and to be that, I think usually favors a little bit better if you go with smaller universities, and researchers in smaller universities will pay much more attention and devote more time, I think. So if you want to get a faculty appointment in one of the smaller universities, well, in Eskişehir is 1 hour away from Ankara now with the fast train.
I know what happened.
Okay, if you don't have any question, actually, I would like to thank Dr. Yucel for this presentation. Now, I'm really thankful to all speakers about their enlightening speeches, and I would like to also invite Asif to make the close of the night. Thanks for every participation in this.
I'll just say thank you, and then we can get out of here. Thank you, Cüneyt, for the wonderful panel. In the conclusion of the night, we would like to thank to all of you for coming out here tonight to celebrate and to be part of our Turkish Day celebration. Special thanks to our guest speakers, Dr. Yalçıntaş, Dr. Güven, Dr. Levy, and Ambassador Gözende. Thank you very much, who genuinely accepted our call for participation. Thank you to our sponsors that are listed in the back of the program, who provide us the money so that we can afford this beautiful and delicious food for you. And our terrific team of volunteers who helped us with the event tonight. Thank you. Thank you again for being here tonight, and keep in touch. Good night and iyi geceler.
Yok, videoda göre savunmanı veriyormuş.